This little bird is an A321LR operated by the New York-based airline JetBlue. And today it will take me from Schiphol Airport the full 3,634 miles across the Atlantic to New York's JFK Airport, a trip that will take some 7.5 to 8 hours. Since I was originally booked on Iceland Air, I have no clue what to expect inside the aircraft when the boarding starts. As I turn right here, I see a jet, and I see it is very blue, so I conclude that JetBlue is a well-chosen name. My suite for today is rather nice and is already decorated with amenities like a blanket, a menu and a headset. And in a small storage compartment it even holds a bottle of water. One thing I do find a little disappointing is that the seat is facing the aisle and not the window. And even though it is a very small aircraft, boarding seems to take a while, but the crew passes by more than once with drinks. As the plane reaches cruising altitude, the crew stops by for some more drinks, and this time with some snacks in the form of nuts. The menu has the name of the crew written on it. Now normally I would blur it out, but they were absolutely amazing, especially Naomi, who was the crew member stopping by my seat most frequently. The menu starts with some small plates, which suggests they also have larger plates, but recommended to select 3 or 4 plates, so really the only choice is dessert, where you have the choice to select 1 out of 1. Like the food menu, the wine list doesn't offer a wide variety, but there are some cocktails, some liquors, some beer, some red, white and rosé wines. The food was brought out relatively soon after orders were taken. No tablecloth or anything, but it definitely is a tray full of food. In terms of flavor, the food was pretty good. It wasn't excellent, but it was good. The only thing is the temperature. It was a little on the cold side. No issue with the temperature of dessert, as the ice cream I normally have tends to be a little on the cold side. So the food is gone, let's now have a look at the seats. On the left of the entrance is a little mood light. And right below is a lever that makes the suite door close later on. There is a small amenity kit that I will show you later, and there is also a headset. Here by the table you will find a universal power outlet and a USB charging port, and a little higher up a little reading light, with right below the seat controls. More seat controls are found further down for when the seat is fully flat. This is the remote control for the TV, and there is also a little literature pocket. Above the footwell is the TV and something that is clearly broken. And if you know where to look, you will find that on each seat there are some slippers. There is one more universal power outlet and USB-C charging port on the other side of the seat. This is also where you will find the water that I mentioned earlier. You can put your phone down here for wireless charging, and right next to it is a small storage compartment. And when you're done with the headset, you can hang it up right here. And right above my head is an air vent and a second reading light. One thing that I haven't seen though is a small coat hook. It doesn't bother me, but I just noticed it isn't there. It's nice to see the airline is making even the restroom their own. It has all you would expect here, like a baby changing station, a toilet, and a mirror with a little sink. As I make my way back, the seat is turned into a bed so I could lie down for a while. When the crew woke me up, which was at my request, they kindly put a cup of tea on the table. How nice is that? One hour before landing, it is time for a light meal. Now, this was all gone, but the crew kindly arranged a little pizza for me. If I look out the window, I'm already seeing the coast of Long Island, so it's time to share my thoughts on this flight. First of all, flying this airline was quite a surprise as I booked an Iceland Air flight. I wasn't notified of the rebooking until 4 hours before departure. This is more on Iceland Air though, who should have informed me much earlier. Luckily, I was able to make it to the airport in time for this flight. JetBlue doesn't offer access to any lounge, although I've heard that they're opening a lounge of their own at JFK Airport relatively soon. I found the cabin to be very comfortable with a 1-1 configuration in business class on this narrow-body aircraft. The food and wine offering is limited, but what you do get tastes good, whereby the main improvement would be the temperature of the hot meal. Finally, there is the crew. Well, what can I say? Well, Naomi and co were absolutely amazing. With some Americans, the friendliness can sometimes feel a bit unreal or acted. With this crew, it felt like they were genuinely friendly and attentive, which was a very pleasant surprise. Since I was rebooked by Iceland Air, I have absolutely no clue what was paid for this flight. If it is in line with other airlines, JetBlue gives you very good value for money when they start including lounge access. Overall, it was a very pleasant experience and I would happily book JetBlue again. For now, I thank you for watching and hope to see you again soon.